again to episode 3 this time, of course, cast myself chop with John, and we've got a special guest today. This lady, right, I tell you, she's been with us from the start, the veteran, the one and only. She's got some stories to tell her today. Beautiful Lucy, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello, Lucy.
Nice to see you, lads.
Nice to see you. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm excited every year. Honestly, the build up to it, this is like, honestly, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Are you excited to be on a podcast for the first time?
I actually am. I've never done one, you know.
Have you not?
Nah.
You look like you're doing it naturally, so...
I'm surprised about that she talks.
Very funny.
You
That's
have
what,
your own podcast?
that's what I'm known for. Do you know what? It's something I've thought about. But no, honestly, I'm super excited. I feel like every year's been so different. And it's not just about the weekend. It's about the build up to it as well. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the camaraderie that's behind this and the laughs that we have.
Because that's the main thing, is the stories behind the festival that gets it, to get it there, really, isn't it?
I was just saying, I think it was at you when we were on the radio the other day on the way up in the car. Like, I feel like everything's running really well. Like the camaraderie's mint, so something's bound to go wrong at some point.
Literally.
A major festival's going to get in touch with you and tell you can't play with that name.
Let's
not hope for nothing like that this year.
Do you know what? I feel like last year, especially, right, we needed a camera crew with us.
Yeah.
The stuff that went on, oh my God. Like, it was, you couldn't make it up. It was brilliant. I actually did a video, and it was at the very end, and I put it in the group chat for us all, and I think I actually put it on social media as well. And our Coast Fest crew theme song, Live, like,
Desiree,
there's a bit of me singing Tom.
I wouldn't have been singing this before I walked in. I could hear you singing it.
I know, because he's had it on his social, that's why, because he's got it on. He put it on yesterday, didn't he? And I made like a collage of all of my behind the scenes photos that I took, and I put it on Facebook and tagged people and everything.
Well,
and I put it on the thing, and it was just class, because people don't get to see that, like our photos. Do you know what I mean?
Well, but the reason that song came about was it was so stressful. There was one particular day in the run, it was so stressful, and my head was blown with those.
I remember exactly when it was. We were waiting for Ross to come with the barbecue.
Oh yes, that's right.
And it was just me and you and him there.
and I think I just sat there and just went, thank you. Life, oh life. And then all of a sudden, just everybody on site was just singing that song.
It was just literally, it was me. I just absolutely buckled and I couldn't stop laughing. And there's very few things that actually make me cry with laughter. But it was just the build up, and he just broke that tension doing that. And I was like, right, that's it. So
well, these fuckers are trying to get us to book Desiree every year now.
I know. Do you know what it is? I said we should try it, you know.
Why not?
Maybe on our 5th anniversary next year.
Maybe not.
I mean, you never know.
I tell John every year, so I've got this person we should book. We should this book next. I
should have tried it this year.
But you've been from so what's the connection with you and John? How did you and John first get?
Okay, so I bet you don't remember this. Actually.
Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah,
this is actually going to be. Do you know what it is? This is actually going to be really interesting. Let him see if he remembers first, and then I'll tell him, because my memory's better.
I remember. I think you were managing an artist, weren't you? And you brought her into my bar.
No, it wasn't because of that.
When
it wasn't.
What was it?
I was out having a drink with a friend, and I came in to Alfie and Finn's. That was it. And I did come up to her. I wasn't managing her, but I did come up to her. Come up to you and say, "Oh, you're all right. Oh, I like your bar," and everything like that. And we got chatting, and then I just ended up, every time I was going to Tynemouth, I would call in Alfie and Finn's just on my own or with my friends. Anyway, and we just got chatting and we just had a laugh. And I already had friends in North Shields. Shout out to Danielle Ammon. Yes, that's one of my friends. She's on the Coast Fest team as well, by the way.
We're in the same circles, aren't we?
Yes, we are. So it just so happened that she knew you, and it was just because with me being a stage manager anyway at other festivals, Danielle had gone to them, and I'd met her at a separate one, and I just kind of got pulled into it, basically.
So have you been doing festivals for many, many years as well?
Yeah, well, my background's film and TV.
Right.
I did media production at Newcastle College, then Northumbria Uni. So I've worked on an array of things, which I'm not going to get into now because it'll take ages to chat about. And I fell into the music industry side of things, and started off stage management music festivals that way. And it was just happy coincidences, and obviously like ones came up, like one was advertised on a roundabout where I live in Chesley Street. That's how I got one job. I shall not name the festival because we're promoting this one. And it was just, another one was from a newspaper article, that type of thing. Anyways, I worked with my CV, worked up my CV and everything. It was just great. But anyway, getting back to how I met John, he wanted to put this festival on, and he contacted us and was like, do you want to stage manage? I was like, yeah. It was great because obviously I had friends over here anyway. And yeah, that's how it happened. And we became friends before that. I went to your 40th.
You did, huh?
And I went to the Alfie and Finn's. It was, hang on, was there
it our last buskers night or something? No.
We did, but didn't we do like a birthday party thing? That was that? Did you have an Alfie and Finn's birthday party
I
or
don't
something?
think so.
But
When I
I
used to
definitely
bother
was
that
there
much,
for the
like-
leave and do, for the close and do, because I sang karaoke that night, and I sang.
I think I did as well.
I sang "Don't Look Back in Anger," one of many songs, because I like to take over my karaoke. People who know us know that. And it was "Don't Look Back in Anger," and you were loving it because he's a big Oasis fan.
Is he?
As we all know. As we
know.
all. If you didn't know, you know now. So yeah, that was it. And then we just obviously going out and everything like that. And obviously, doing Course Fest brought us closer together. But the first 2 years, I wasn't on the organising team. I was just stage manager. So I'd rock up on
Last
the 3.
minute sort of thing.
So I just, the first year was last minute. And then we had the whole Coastella thing and all that happened. And then the second year, same again. I turned up last minute. Wait, I say last minute. It was planned in, booked in anyway. I turned up for the 3 days, then I'd
Well,
leave.
you just turned up an hour. You would have turned up like an hour before to do your job, weren't you?
That was it. But then I thought, I want to be part of this, because by this point, all my friendship circles, I was coming here, because I'm from Chesley Street. Not originally, but I lived there. And I thought, well, my life's a lot over here socially, and I want to be more part of it because I love the community. So rang John up one day. I went, do you need more help here? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, great.
Always need more help.
And now we fight like brother and sister. He's like me annoying
She's a
little big
fucking
brother, aren't you?
arsehole.
In what way?
Just
No, but
dickhead.
don't we?
Gets on your work.
Like, totally. Fighting for John all the time.
Do I need to sit in the middle?
And I don't have a brother. Like, I'm the middle child of 3 girls. And honestly, if I had a brother, this is like how I would go on with him.
But when you started going out with Steve, I thought, oh, she's just going to black Steve's head now, not mine. And
No,
then,
no.
now she's black both
I've got
of
the
them.
energy to do both. So
No, but in fairness, I wouldn't ask Lucy back every year because she wasn't a great stage manager. You rule with, what's it? You rule with an iron fist, but
Well,
you're
you've got
great
to-
at it as well. You're great as well. So
I think that's me. I know what you're saying, but I think I try not to mother a lot of the bands that come in who are younger, because my son's a musician, he's 19. So I try to be obviously professional, but there is that element where you have to judge them along a bit and not necessarily, like I say, be motherly with them, but just be firm but fair.
Yeah.
And be like, how are lads, you know.
Yeah, you know the
Yeah,
crack,
and you've got to be without them hating you at the
Yeah,
end of it, or
yeah.
being pissed off at you,
what it
you
is,
know.
so this is a great thing about Coast Fest as well.
Yeah.
Like some of the bands who we have coming to play, and this is the whole reason why we do it, they haven't actually played on the festival stage in an outdoor environment before.
Yeah.
So, and we're giving them maybe it's like some of them that first chance to do that. And the way Lucy deals with them is great, because Lucy's like kind of like, she makes sure everything's done, but she makes it done fairly, and people are in the right places at the right times, and
Yeah.
people are off stage at the right times and on stage at the right times. Because the way festivals work, I mean, it's really difficult to get like the timings and the logistics correct.
Yeah.
Like things do overrun.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, because
yeah.
obviously with the DJ sets, we time it to the second with
Yeah.
all our tracks. But when you've got a band, is it, say that you know, have a bit crack in between songs and have a bit talk with the crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
If they're starting to go over, are you coming over to like the drummer and say, listen, tell him he's only got time for one more track?
100%. Well, 9 times out of 10, if the drummer's not looking at you, I'll go front of stage, but to the side, and I'll get either the guitarist or the singer's eye and just say like one more, just to let you know. Or if I do have time and they're looking at us, I'll say 2 more so they know in their head. But it's just learning to time it right, and I always say to them, look, try and keep your chit chat to a minimum.
Yeah.
Because it's only you're doing a song,
You're
doing yourself
out of it.
doing yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Because you'll miss a song out of your set.
And you'll kick yourself for missing it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I know
yeah.
you like to have a bit chat with the audience and like the crowd and have a bit banter, but it's like you're there to sing
So the
your
key to it
songs.
now then,
really.
right, is ignore you.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to go over 5-10 minutes, I'd
Yeah.
just
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
get there.
But
Yeah.
like I
Just
say,
don't
like,
make eye contact with Lucy, clearly.
I mean, you've seen this before, and Lucy will vouch for this as well. Like, especially in a festival environment where you've got so many different things going on, so many different stages, sound clashes can happen and stuff like that. So you've really got to be like kind of down to the exact timings.
Yeah.
Like you need like if you run over. So say, this year, for instance, we've planned the stages so that there's a half an hour set on the legacy stage, the main stage, and then when that one finishes, straight away the next stage starts, the Tyneside Auto House stage.
Yeah.
So if the main stage runs over, it's cutting into the Tyneside Auto House stage.
Yeah. Because we're obviously louder.
Right,
Now, I've worked at big festivals where this has happened before, and it ain't great. Like,
because
and
there's been a lot of
especially-
jealousy of, well, I can't hear our set because this one's louder and
Like,
vice versa.
to the point where my headliner on my tiny little bandstand stage was getting absolutely drowned out. And it was a kid at the time, and he'd won a competition from a radio show.
Yeah.
And a rather famous local lad had told him, well, not name names, had told him that he'd won it. So it was this big deal. And the stage next to it, it went on earlier, and I could have throttled that stage manager because he knew.
Yeah.
But what do you do?
I don't think
You know
it's a
what I
jealousy.
mean?
I don't think it's a jealousy thing,
You
Chop.
went
I think it's more just like everybody deserves to. Everybody gets an allotted time slot.
Just stick to it.
And just stick to it, man. Everybody gets a fair crack of the whip, you know.
Yeah. The only thing that does concern us is the technical difficulties, if we have them, this is why we try to allow for more time on, like, I say more time, if we can, more organised time during the changeovers. That's what I mean, because you can't create more time. It's just be on it. And this is why I always have my musicians stand inside stage ready,
15 minutes.
because it happens all the time. It was perfect on the first and second year actually of Course Fest, because we had bands on one side waiting to come on, and the bands that were on stage were going off that way. So I don't know how we're going to work it this year.
When you think of it,
That's perfect.
That's the way it's going to be.
But it doesn't work like that, because you'll get a guitarist will come on and the lead guitarist will be packing his stuff up, and the other one will just go on and start doing his own thing. That I don't mind. They can crack on, because every minute counts.
Well,
That I
logistically,
don't
what
mind.
is a turnover for a band going from...
Depends, really, doesn't it?
Is everyone different, is it?
I mean, if you're Liam Fender and he's got like 7 musicians or something, it's different.
You've got to be sensible about it. Say like if it was like 7 or 8 musicians within an act, we're going to have a bigger changeover time. So you've got more stuff to set up and more things to get right. But in previous years, we've been so busy with bands, we've had like 10-15 minute changeover sometimes, which is where people like Steve and Lucy and other stage managers on site need to be given credit, because that's not a lot of time to change over a band. This year we've changed it around a little bit, so like I say, when one stage finishes, the next one starts for an act, so there's always something going on.
So there's nothing, there's no dead air anywhere.
There's always, and you've got to give time for people to go to the bar as well.
Yeah, of course.
And get that food.
But what that does is, it gives you an extra more time in between artists. So the sets on the main stage for the unsigned grassroots acts are 30-minute sets, but there's a 25-minute changeover in between where another artist will be on the other stage. So we've got more time this year to play with, rather than just cramming everybody in and making it more difficult for production and all the crew and stuff, and the bands to get ready. We've really, like, I mean, we're in my 4th year now. We should have probably done this a couple of years ago, but we're kind of like learning that, just like kind of give ourselves an easier life by arranging it that way. So that there's more time for the changeover. So there can be a band getting their equipment ready on one stage while the band's playing at the other end of the site. So that there's no clashes, and then vice versa and swap over. So
if it all goes wrong, we all blame John, because he did the timings for the bands.
No,
not me.
that's bullshit. If it all goes wrong, it's down to the stage managers, because they're fucking job to keep everybody on time.
I see why you clash a lot, and I understand.
That was just one example of the sibling. I was going to say sibling rivalry, but we're not actually related in that way. But like a sibling argument.
So in a sense,
Sibling-like
it's
argument.
a lot of chaos, isn't it?
It is.
Just trying to cram it all together, and then on the day anything can go wrong, where someone's guitar isn't working, and we'll give it 2 minutes. Or
I mean, we've had it before where it's like, I've had it like, say maybe an amp wasn't working, or I don't know.
Or what about the famous Professor Green night? When
Oh my God. Well, they'd only travelled up from London like 5.5 hours in like one of those blacked out like minibus things. Absolutely chilling like they were doing, you know, the way they go on. And they got on stage and the guy on his laptop who had, I don't know if it was his backing tracks or whatever, I don't know what it was.
What it was is he was using a DJ controller through a laptop.
Ah, that was it.
Yeah.
And this was not last year before. And I was like, they didn't go on until 15 minutes after. And I'm saying to him, how are you, man? Like, what's going on? I says, they could have done this all on their journey up here. They've had enough hours to do it. Anyway, we got them on, to be fair.
Don't get us wrong. They were total professional.
Oh,
all the way through. It was just when he plugged his laptop into the thing, I think it was like a firmware update or something had come on. And he was like, oh, shit. And then at the end of it, Lucy was like, we've only got till 10:30. They're going to go on to 11:15. We're going to have to get off 15 minutes early.
I was doing my job, like properly to the T.
I was like, no, we're not.
They couldn't have just turned up with sticks and just put it into the decks that were already there, Professor, because it was the night when the dance stages on as well, wasn't it? So they could have just put a stick in and just done it that way.
It was, but the thing is with these national artists, like, they use what they use and they use it everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, and it was. And
he wanted his own equipment as well, right?
Yeah, well that's it. It was on his. It was on the tech rider. But it just the part of the tech rider what hadn't been sorted out was there just that little bit. But to be fair, the kid
nothing to do with me, by the way.
But everything still went off brilliant.
Yeah, the kid wasn't a no. You know what I mean?
Right.
He opened up his laptop, plugged it in, and then it's like firmware update needed now or something along those lines, wasn't it? And then we were just like, oh shit. So you had to run back into the backstage area, and I think
to get internet or something.
Something like that. Bless Marty and Ross from Evander Sounds, as per usual, just dived on and just did a little bit longer and saved the day.
Kept the crowd warm, honestly.
Yeah. In fact, was that I did an extra 15 as well.
You did as well, that's sweet.
I think
you did.
Is that all the reason?
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it might have been you playing Britney Spears or something, like some kind of dancey version of Britney Spears, you know.
I was not playing any type of Britney Spears track.
Toxic. It was a remix of Toxic. I actually might have been, actually. Sorry, guys. DJ Wars.
Like I remember. In fact, no, it wasn't John. What it was
Judge Jules.
It was just the.
It was Judge Jules, man.
It wasn't. It was Marty did that. No.
Oh, was it? Maybe they did them both. I can't remember.
Regardless.
Anyway, in the meantime,
what we're saying is the artists jump in. Everybody helps each other out.
Yeah, they do. And we had entertained Professor Green like backstage because he was all like waiting around, and there's Danielle taking loads of selfies and giving it a promo. Come on, like
you know, do an extra 50. Of course, we are bother.
We just kept it flowing backstage, and I just was like, I'm not getting stressed. It's at the end of the bloody day for me. Like,
don't know. What's going on?
It looks like it's still organised.
Yeah. What's that thing? What they say about ducks when they look so like graceful in the water? But
I say that all the time about swans. It's swans. People are like that. Like they're gracefully going along. Their legs are going underneath.
So without naming anybody, because we don't throw people under the bus here.
No shade here, guys.
Who's been the craziest person to deal with backstage?
I'll tell you what name.
And you can say John if you want to say John as well.
It would definitely be me.
When you say craziest, though, I don't know what you mean.
Diva-ish, shall we say?
We've been quite lucky, haven't we? We've been quite lucky.
I don't really want to throw anyone under the bus, because there's been nobody who's been awkward. Actually, no, and I would tell you.
Yeah, there's been nobody, I don't think, in the 3 years going into 4, which has been a difficult booking or anybody who...
I can tell you the funniest, my favourite, is Liam Fender by far. He's so great. Honestly, he's a dream to work with. He's so professional. His band are just so great. They're just brilliant, all of them. Lovely lads as well. And not only that, he's like... He gets on with the other musicians as well. I introduced him to Nigel. I was going to say Neil there. Nigel from Dodgy. Now, I'm a big Dodgy fan from back in the day. And when he did his acoustic set, I said, you need to meet Liam. And, anyway, I introduced them backstage and they got on really well. He ended up coming to the pub with us, to the 7 Stars. And we just got on really well. And they formed a friendship. And now Liam's supporting Dodgy. He's done. Well, I went up to Edinburgh to see him last year when I was working up there, and it was great. And he's done other gigs with them, and I like to think I've had a little hand in that friendship.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a story. About that. I think if you went to the pub, then you might have all gone back to Liam's or something afterwards for some drinks. So I'm on site, right? And it's late nights, early mornings, as you know, and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I just hear this car driving onto site, and I'm like, looking out my caravan window and who's this? And then Nigel from Dodgy jumps out of a taxi. He starts braying on the side of me caravan. John! And all this, he goes, open up the bomb, I'll have a drink. I was like, Nigel, fuck off.
Wasn't he asking you where his camper van was? Because he didn't know where his camper van was.
I don't want to make him sound like a daffy because he's lovely, he's the best. He's really nice. He's like, well, because he brought his own camper van, he goes, why have I parked my camper van right next? I haven't got a fucking clue, mate.
I'm sure it was right next to you, though.
It was
backstage. It was lit because I remember it. But he was great. Anyway, I made a Facebook friend out of him, so I'm set. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what it's all really about for a lot of people.
17-year-old me would be buzzing with that, man.
Yeah, exactly. And it's making connections, and it's getting to meet these people backstage. I mean, for me, it's the buzz for me. Weekend that Did you ever? We were talking in the last part about Kevin and Perry. Did you get to meet them backstage?
Well, I've actually met them before in another festival.
Have
so
they
I knew
character
them.
With you yet?
If they what? Sorry. Yeah. I've met them when they're out of the outfits. Because when they turn up, I've met them at artist accreditation at another festival.
I was seeing the last part. I don't know if you know this story. I met them at the hotel, right, to sign them in, and then Dean, who plays Kevin, was like waiting in the foyer. I went, oh my John! Like,
when he wasn't dressed like him? That's commitment.
He was in character.
It's commitment.
That's method action right there.
They were brilliant. They were so good.
Do you reckon they come out of the hotel room and that's a flick a switch and it's like I'm going to turn it on?
I think he probably did that just to for a laugh and that. You know what I mean?
For the crack.
But I think it's like as soon as they get on site and then they start meeting the people and that.
I think he just wanted to kind of showcase what he could do to you, like do to you. You know what I mean?
I mean when Harry Enfield turns around and says like they're the best looky lights I've ever seen. I mean, that's good.
I mean, it is pretty. Well, yeah, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. But no, they were really good. They went down a treat, definitely. Yeah. Also, I think I'm trying to think what they remembered us like from when I worked with them before. So that was really cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think the way that they interact with the audience, and because we're of a generation, a lot of the generation that go to Coast Fest remember them and know them, and our kids remember them. I mean, my own son recreated. He'll hate me for telling this story, but I don't care. He's about to be 20 in December, so it's fine. When he turned 13, he wanted to recreate the moment that Kevin turned into a teenager.
Right. I was thinking of the film where he was in the sea or something and the shit hits him in the mouth. I was thinking,
no, it didn't go that far. No. So it was just the fact that my son and after my generation, I've noticed this thing where a lot of the pop culture stuff is going on to our kids now.
It translates to them now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're loving it and at festivals too, they get it because we're showing them it. So that was great.
So we're looking forward to most this year?
I think you know the answer to that question, John.
John, she doesn't have to say it, man. She doesn't have to say it, right?
Oh, shit. I was going to
That's
say.
the easiest to do.
Oops, I mean DJ Chop.
You know what I mean? I only ask for blue M&M's, you know?
No.
Lucy wants Keith Duffy and Brian McFadden sandwich, don't you?
No, that sounds so disgusting. No, wow. Right. Can I just make a point of saying, right, I've never, ever liked boy bands growing up. I was more of a Nirvana chick, like all of that grunge when I was growing up.
Skateboards, all that scene. No?
I suppose, but no, more like, I liked all of that when I was at school. I thought I was cool, whatever. So I used to think all the ones that Take That and all that were just so cringy. But there's something about the fact that we've got these two members from these boy bands who, by the way, have done really well in coming together and making a success out of what they've got, in the stories that they've got. And these women and men will want to know the stories about it.
They're playing some huge places. They're playing Main Room at the Sage and stuff, and all over the place.
I know, exactly. But you know what it is, right? Fair play to them. And they've got some catchy tunes. I've been singing it around the house, man.
It was 60 tracks they've got between them or something.
No, 21 number ones between them.
Well, do you know what it is?
Bands,
I've laid down something to the lasses I'm going to go to them. I think they'll bottle it I don't know if you still know about this.
I don't know where we're going with this.
I know it's going to be a nightmare.
There's going to be some fucking ridiculous thing.
And you're not going to be able to do anything to control it because I control the stage. Anyway, listen, that's him telt. Do you know what I'm thinking about doing it?
Leave us alone.
Do you know what I'm thinking about doing? And I've already talked to the lasses about this. on one of the songs, I'm not going to tell you which one, we're going to like do a choreographed dance and ask them if we can do a little dance in the background.
No.
And I
No,
think
you're
they would
not.
be up for it. Do you not think they would be up for
you're
it?
not.
The
No, you're
Irish
not.
lads, man, they
I
love a
don't
bit
care
of
if
crack,
they'll- no,
man.
it's not happening. It's not happening.
We got a little
Listen,
word of
The
our
year
own.
Professor Greed come, he was like,
What am I do without
I Need You
you?
Tonight. And
There's
it was
another
one of the
singing
tracks
song.
I actually know the rap to, and I had a few cans with this part, and I did the old.
Well, who
"But you
was
know,
this?
And I had a rap, Professor
Who's
Greed.
it? Oh,
And I was like, I can do
nah.
that, you know, if you want us to, I can help you come out and do the, the back end.
Which
bit.
one? Which song?
I Need You Tonight.
I need you tonight.
So I was like,
Oh,
go
that's
on, I
another
can do it,
thing.
but I've had a few cans, so when you think about it, I think, no, I should never have offered that. So you might want to rethink it.
There's been a lot of singing on this podcast today, I
It
feel.
has been, eh?
Mainly from
You're
me.
not doing that, by the way. I'm just saying it.
Can I do Gangster's Paradise?
No, can you fucking
I'm
do-
well known in No Shields for that on the karaoke.
You're not
Charlie's.
everyone
You
thinks
don't know about that
no,
neither, do you?
Everyone thinks she's a tosser.
No, they don't. They literally think I'm mint. Shut
Because I
up.
don't know if you know, but in Charlie's they have like
I'm
a
joking.
karaoke night, but it's all hip hop.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
What?
They
Where's
do
that at?
Charlie's Bar Shields.
Do they?
I don't know if it's
What's this
official, but I
like?
know there's a mate of mine who
Where's-
just purely goes along, does nothing
Where's
but hip hop
Charlie?
tracks.
Where's Charlie's
Next to
bar?
the metro station.
Maybe I need to go and have like an 8-mile battle with him. That would be so funny. I've actually done that Lose Yourself song as well before.
So you're a big hip hop fan, like from the 90s?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
That's something that's missing from the Coast Fest.
Actually,
really,
it is mine.
Classic hip hop.
It is.
You know what it is?
Can we have another stage? We've already got four.
Can we have
now, John.
Desiree and Dr. Dre? That's what we need.
Tell you what, I did try to get last year. I tried to get D12 last year. I seen them supporting there.
Oh
Well,
my
there's not
God.
12 of them anymore. There's 2 of them. But they're all-
D2. Isn't that a washing product
No,
or
well,
something?
I went to watch Snoop Dogg in Leeds and they were supporting it and they were fucking mint.
Were they?
Aye, D12 were really, really good. I can't remember the names of the 2 who were there, but they were really, really good. Like, and I thought, I'm going to try and boot them. Like,
Do you know what I think,
but
right?
They're the American, they went in the country, so.
I think ask and you shall receive. That's what I think.
Hmm.
Do you not think? I mean, you'll have to have
Maybe
the
it
money
was-
in the bank balance for
nah,
it, like.
It could be in the stars, you never know. It could be.
It could
So
be.
are you based on site during the full weekend, or do you go home back to Chesterley Street, or have you got a hotel over here, or?
No, I stay at Steve's.
All right.
So, yeah.
So-
He's over this
so-
way.
so-
He's Walls End.
All
so,
right, got you, yeah.
So basically what happens is...
I couldn't stay in a tent, by the way. Even though I've done it at other festivals, no, not for this one. I need to be full present.
I priced up
It's too
a
full
motorhome
on.
through work, because and there was some free for that weekend. I was like, 50 quid a night.
No, it's expensive.
I was like, I
like.
live literally like half a mile away. I was
No.
like, just go home, just walk.
Do you know what it is though? I don't know if you know this or not, or whether you remember. You probably don't remember.
Don't tell us something what I should have known. I
No,
don't
man.
know.
First year, I went back home. And
Oh,
then,
that's right, aye.
Second year, I thought, I'm not doing that anymore. And I stayed at the Royal Hotel in Whitley Bay. Now, what I didn't realise was they had a lot of cyclists in because they were doing a coast to coast. Oh my God, early doors in the morning, door slamming. And it's like that. And the room was a single bed room because I just thought I didn't care, I'll just pay for the cheapest. And I was like, what have I done this for? But I thought it's because I'm over here. Now it's fine.
Was the Royal the one that had Blue
I'm on
nightclub
Wall's
on?
End.
Yeah,
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Royal's Blue, yeah.
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 Used to be the old nightclub used to be called the Royal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
Royal and then it changed to
Changed
Blue.
to
Yeah.
Then
Was-
Mist Eden? Or
Might
I
have
don't
been
know.
Eden.
Oh, I don't
They're
know.
doing loads of work on it at the minute. I think that hotel though,
Yeah.
there's scaffolding
I
outside.
used to have a
of it.
rivalry with that nightclub at one time.
Because you were...
Street Boy was, Glenn Hall's
Yeah,
club.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was on it blue and I was on it deep, and we used to have like
No
it was
way.
like a Monday, a Saturday night wars sort of thing. You know
Are you
what I mean?
loving it?
But yeah.
Oh,
Like Blue and Oasis back in the day.
But he was obviously Oasis and I was blue. You know, he's way better than
oh
me.
my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So
But no, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be really good. I think we're going to get a lot of excitable women and men on the Friday night.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to
I
the
thought this is
vibe.
Saturday night. You know.
Well, but I think, no, as well, like that as well. No, but I genuinely think on the Saturday, it's going to be really good, like old school people for Kelly Lorena, as well
Yeah.
as people who are going to discover her as well and enjoy, because everyone knows our songs. They still
She
do.
was a clubland, didn't she?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone knows her. And I think on Sunday I'm really looking forward to it because Preston's well known as the
Preston,
front
yeah.
man,
Yeah.
Ordinary Boys, all
Ordinary
that.
Boys are phenomenal
But you
live.
know what it is? I think the lineup of all of the musicians leading up to the headliners are so good as well. Like we've got
Very
so
stacked,
many
isn't it? Yeah.
great musicians from around the local area, from
Yeah.
further afield. And honestly, I'm genuinely looking to see some familiar faces who we know,
Yeah.
who are like, our regulars and who are brand new faces, and welcome them them into the fold, really. And I'm super excited, especially about the second stage on John. But we can't say why at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
We can't say why. It's a
Right,
secret.
this needs to be addressed off camera because I don't even know about
Exactly.
No, we're not going to give everything away. But our second stage is...
this. We can bleep anything out, John, if you want to say it to me now.
No, it's fine. So, our second stage is sponsored by a good friend of mine, Callum from Tyneside Auto House.
Yeah.
And what we're doing is, it's a stage, but it's not a stage in your general, like, kind of sense of the word. It's makeshift, but it's going to be a brilliant kind of like spectacle for people to look at.
I don't think we should tell them yet. I think we need to tease it.
Well, let's
I think a week before, I think we need to tell people.
Is it not a week before yet?
So, on the build,
This is good, by the way. We're building up the excitement, talking like this, you know what I mean? Let's dangle the
how
carrot.
you start next Monday, we're going to be doing the daily blogs and all that.
Yeah.
Is it going to be one of the first things that's built so you can sort of reveal it before this festival starts, or is it just going to be a rock up on the day sort of stuff?
No, we're going to have to build it early because it's not something what a contractor's coming in to do. We are building the stage ourselves. But
Right.
like I say, I don't want to say makeshift, but it's like not your conventional stage.
It's going to be
arena.
exciting.
It's gonna be exciting.
Nostalgic and exciting is all I'm saying. And not only that, no, I'm bloody not, you know. And I think we can announce it and then display it when it's at its glory.
Yeah.
That's what we've just made this decision now, by the way.
Right.
Oh, I've just told John what's
We're
happening.
doing this on the podcast because we sprung on you silent disco last time on the podcast.
Oh my God, that was
Well,
so
the
funny.
thing
We
is,
did
we're
doing it again
silent
this year.
disco. Oh, actually.
Well, we've got.
Oh my God, first hit, this is exclusive. Oh my God.
We did think about
Oh my God,
doing
don't do
it.
this to
We
me.
do have access to the silent disco equipment. It's a bit tight for licensing, if I'm honest with you.
Is it happening or it's not, John? Because don't get me hopes
I'll
up.
just leave it with us. That's all I'm going to say. Leave it with us.
Honestly, it was so funny last
Yeah,
year
it was amazing.
at the after party.
'Cause Ian Van
Steve
Dijk
had the
done that, didn't
brilliant
he?
idea of putting the silent disco on, so we weren't making too much noise.
All the staff had a party afterwards with the silent disco equipment on.
Which basically
Which is
consisted
probably a
of
good little
me.
idea for all our lot. Like a little payoff for all the volunteers and all the staff that's come along.
So
just
basically, what
brilliant,
happens
man.
is on the
I love
bar
it.
with your kegs and stuff, like, you get your beer on sale or return. Right, so but if you tap a keg, you cannot return it.
Right.
So whatever was left in the kegs afterwards, we're just like, right, drink it.
Yeah, just drink
and then,
it.
And then we just had a mint time. It was really good.
Absolutely.
Oh, I missed that.
And it was just
last
me
year,
singing my little heart out again, like I always do. Loving me
Karaoke.
life.
Oh, was a DJ?
Well,
No,
no,
it
I had
was-
me
well, I mean,
silent
it was-
disco earphones on. I was singing away.
Just did it through an iPad or something, didn't we? I can't
Yeah, it was
remember.
Steve who
That's
did
what
it.
you
It was
need
his
to do.
idea.
Yeah.
That's what you need
Yeah.
to do for your vlogs. You need to walk around with a camera of people singing, not knowing their own music on and seeing how bad they all sing.
I tell you what, like,
Terribly.
I know. I feel like Steve's the ideas man. Like when we're on site, he just like literally is like, right, we're going to do this. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he has got good ideas, but what I will give Steve as well is he's a solutions man.
He is, mate.
very
So
good
there's
He
problems
is.
he knows.
I'm always like, Steve, and you're like, right, what do you need? He's very good at that, mind.
Right.
Even at home, he's like that.
Steve and Lucy are a formidable duo. Obviously,
Yes.
they're together as partners, but also Steve does the sound and the tech on the main stage, and Lucy runs the main stage.
He did Sunday for Sammy last year.
He did the Sunday for 7 stage, but he's doing the main stage this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to Steve
that's
because
gonna
Steve
be
does a
cool.
great job. Whatever stage he's on and whatever equipment he's got to use, he also does a
And
great
Steve's
job.
a musician as well. He
Right.
plays
Yes.
guitar
Right.
and drums. So
he gets it, doesn't he?
He gets
Yeah.
it. And not only is he so good on the sound engineering front of it, he understands what a musician needs. I've seen him work many, many times, and so he's got both sides of the coin there, which for the musicians on stage, that is such a benefit, because when you've got a sound engineer who's
You've
not
got
a
to please
musician...
one and you've got to please who knows how to please both at the same time. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's a win-win for the musicians on stage, like, you know, and if they're having technical difficulties, he can help them out, or he can just give them a bit of a tip on what to do with this or that or the other.
I mean, touch wood,
Yeah.
I've not had any over the 4 years. I know who came on after me last year, and I think the sound went off. I think it might have been Felix.
It was.
Right.
His sound went off, but it was literally back on within like 30 seconds and all that, you know. I mean, luckily I've not had anything like that.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I've worked with DJs before, and DJs are a lot easier than musicians, obviously. But when you do have technical difficulties like that, and you've got a good sound engineer, then your quid's in. Like
you know what it is, though. Like the thing about it is, it's not like a venue.
Yeah.
Where you've got proper rigged in sound and stuff like that. It's all like temporary stuff that comes in. Even the power's temporary.
Yeah.
The desk temporary. The PA is temporary. So
Plus, it's very different because the acoustics of it.
Yeah.
In a venue, you've got four walls behind you. All the sound just goes up. So it's hard to like. If you're behind it and you're like pushing it out, you're thinking, is everyone getting this the same as what I'm getting off a booth monitor or something like that, you know? But yeah, it's. I'd like to think it comes across.
It does. But that's what comes with artists who work well with a sound techs and stuff like that. You know, like if you work well together, you're gonna sound as best as you possibly can do.
Yeah.
But looking forward to wrap this one up for the this one.
Just want to thank the sponsors. Who are our sponsors today, John?
Salt Market Social.
Is that where we are today?
Our friend at Salt Market Social, which is where we record our pods. Barney and the team here are absolutely amazing.
Amazing memories in this
Thank you
place.
so much.
Yeah.
We've got another episode we're going to try and get on before the vlogs all start. So this one will go up, and then we're going to have one more up before the vlogs start. John, I think
we'll have one more. We're probably going to do an on-site podcast as well during the week as well.
I was looking to try and set that up where we could have like a little but I think that's too logistically technical for the minute.
We don't know what the weather will be like.
And we don't know what the weather will be like.
We'll see.
But we're going to do that. We're also, what I had planned for the podcast as well is we're going to do basically, once the festival's over and John's had 48 hours of sleep or whatever, or a week maybe to sleep, we're going to do another episode where John comes back and he's going to tell all about his highlights of the festival and what was good and what was bad, and is there room for improvement? Yeah,
there's always room for improvement.
Do you know what would be hilarious? Actually getting the crew together and seeing if we could do a good one where we like have our own little say. That would be
I would love to do
funny.
this weekly where I would get people on every week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to get so many. Just even
everyone
getting you
together.
Today was hard to just
get
timings. I mean, I work, John works, you work. You know, it's hard just to get everyone together. So if we could do it, I would love to get more people on. But thank you for watching today from Lucy, John, and myself. We'll see you at the next one. Go buy your tickets.
Bye.
Perfect.
So that was a good pod, that.